Welcome to the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen, where we share gourmet recipes at a low-budget wonder. Now check this out.
Here I've got a brick of Velveeta's original pasteurized cheese. And in a hot pan, I'm going to drop a chunk of that, and over low heat, I'm going to slowly melt it down. Now here I've got about a dozen eggs, medium-sized bowl. I'm going to whisk these together here so we can make some scrambled eggs. We're not going to add any milk, just straight egg. And in a hot pan, I'm going to add a chunk of butter, get that melted down. Then add those whisked eggs to the pan. Going to go ahead and add a few pinches of kosher salt and pepper. And then over medium heat, I'm going to start to go to work on these eggs. Now here I've got several half slices of ham. Looks like 4, so pretty much 2 pieces of ham. I'm just going to cut into sections here, smaller portions that my food processor can handle. And we're going to just drop all those right in, throw the lid on tight, and get it pretty much minced up. The pieces should be really small like this. By now our egg should be thoroughly cooked all the way through, so we're going to go ahead and just take that ham and add it right over the top. And we'll mix this in better here in just a moment. But first we're going to check in on our melted Velveeta. So you can see I've got it real nice and creamy. That's because I threw in a couple tablespoons of cream. It'll blend in a lot better this way when it's melted. We'll be able to stir it all together and distribute that cheese more evenly. So just mix it all together until it's pretty much incorporated. It all looks smooth and creamy like this. Then you're going to need a cookie sheet and some non-stick spray. Or you could just rub with butter or vegetable oil, something of that effect. Here I've got one of those frying pan egg molds. Now you don't have to use one of these, any shape will do really, but I highly recommend using something that will contain its shape. Because once you load your eggs into one of these things, you can press on it flat with a spatula and get a real nice mold out of it. This way they'll all be the same shape, they'll all be the same size, and it'll look professional. But we need these to retain their shape when frying, so we're going to put them in the freezer for an hour. Now in a mixing bowl I've got some flour, an egg wash, some seasoned breadcrumbs, and some seasoned panko. I'm going to mix all that together. By now our eggs should be frozen. A spatula will help get these off your cookie sheet. And as you can see, they're frozen all the way through. So we're going to first dry hand into the flour. Wet hand the egg wash. Dry hand the breadcrumbs. It's also easier to toss the bowl a bit. Now there's no need for double batter on this. We don't need to go back through it twice, but you do need to make sure you get all sides. Now we're just going to fry each of these in about a ½ inch of hot oil, approximately 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It should only take a couple minutes on each side before you're ready to flip. I use a spatula and a pair of tongs to prevent splash. Nothing worse than an oil burn, so be careful. And as you can see, we're getting some pretty good color. Some of the great things about these are they're delicious and they can be made ahead of time. You can refreeze them after you've fried them, and you can cook them in the oven, toaster oven, or even an air fryer again later. Well, let's go ahead and check the other side here so you can get a good look. How wonderful these are. Then you just dab up the oil on some paper towels. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Now let's break one open. Oh yeah. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. And there you have it. Breakfast combo bars right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen.
Thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by PoorMansGourmetKitchen.com for more recipes and exact ingredients.